I'd like to call this meeting, the Show Low City Council, to order. Show that all council members are present with the exception of Councilman Jed, who has to be excused tonight. Tonight, I've asked Councilman Whipple to lead us in the invocation, followed by the pledge by Vice Mayor Kakavas. If you'd all like to stand and join us, you may do so.
Dear Heavenly Father, as we come before Thee this night, we are grateful for the opportunity that we have to meet as a City Council. We are grateful for the time and effort that has gone into making this meeting a possibility. We're especially grateful for the moisture that we have received and ask Thee to please continue to bless us with more. We ask Thee to please bless our servicemen and our first responders, that they can be watched over and protected. Help us to have a productive meeting, and these things we pray for in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Whipple and Vice Mayor Kakavas. Next item on the agenda is call to the public. City Attorney.
Mayor, any citizen desiring to speak on a matter that is within the jurisdiction of the City Council may do so at this time. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per person and shall be addressed to the City Council as a whole, not any individual member. Issues raised shall be limited to those within the jurisdiction of City Council. Pursuant to Arizona Open Meeting Law, the City Council cannot discuss or act on items that are presented at this time. At the conclusion to the call to the public, individual City Council members may respond to criticism made by any of those who have spoken, ask staff to review a matter, or ask that a matter be put on a future agenda.
Thank you. And I do have one, Mrs. McGregor.
Just going to read from exactly what I wrote. Good evening, Mayor and members of the council. My name is Lindsay McGregor, and I'm speaking tonight on behalf of our high school alumni business and advisory committee, alongside local business owners, the chamber, and community leadership. First, we want to thank you for the real financial investment and priority this council's placed on our downtown corridor. This is a genuine momentum that's building, and we see the efforts being made to make Show Low a place where businesses thrive and families gather. Our committee recently met with the Economic Development and Chamber leadership to align our efforts around 4 key priorities for the city's upcoming 10-year strategic plan. First, the downtown vision, creating a true walkable pedestrian district that draws people in and keeps them here. Second, modernize codes and design standards, codifying clear modern design standards and expectations so the private development matches the public investment you're making downtown. Third, youth workforce and mentorship, establishing practicable incubator and shop local programs through our communities so our young people have a clear path to stay, work, and build businesses right here in the White Mountains. And fourth, strategic committee alignment, bringing together local talent, business leaders, and committee members to help gather input and options for your directions. So that's why we're here tonight. We want to support the council as you guide this process. Our committee is stepping up to do the groundwork, gathering business input, drafting proposed updates and design frameworks, and bringing recommendations for your review and approval. So for our city's upcoming 2028 general plan update. You've set the direction by investing in our downtown, and we're here to support your leadership, offer these resources for your direction, and help turn that investment into lasting legacy for Show Low. Thank you so much for your leadership and for your partnership.
Thank you. Tell me who's the group again?
So it's the Alumni Committee, and I believe it was put forth by this council. I'm not sure exactly how it originated, but it came forth through Steve North, and he's been organizing meetings and we have an 8 a.m. meeting here in the clubs room, Deuce of Clubs room. So
We appreciate it. Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks for your service, Lindsay, on that.
Thank you.
Okay, next item on the agenda is a consent calendar. Well, we will look for a motion for proclamation by mayor proclaiming August 2026 as Child Support Awareness Month. Consideration of award of a contract for pre-incubator business service to White Mountain Economic Development. Consideration of approval of a final plat for Water's Edge. Consideration of award of a contract for purchase and installation of 3 park ramadas for Timothy McKay Park. Consideration of award of contract for purchase installation of 5 ramadas for Frontier Park at Show Low City Hall and at Public Works. Consideration of award of contract for purchase and installation of City Park basketball court, Thank you for that one. That one's been there for 30, 40, 50 years. Consideration of authorization to purchase crack seal machine. Consideration of approval to increase the annual purchase orders for citywide maintenance contracts. Consideration of acceptance of well 10 repairs. Consideration of acceptance of city campus landscaping Phase 2. Consideration of acceptance of installation of supervisory control and data acquisition system improvements. Consideration of approval of contract renewal. Consideration of approval of Lockhart Task Order 3 of engineering service. Consideration of approval of Lockhart Task Order 4 for engineering service. Consideration of non-commercial ground lease for Aceland LLC and termination of lease with Dwayne S. Black. Consideration of the minutes of the Show Low City Council regular meeting on June 6, 2026. Is there any, want to pull one of those or entertain a motion to accept the consent calendar as read? Vice Mayor.
If I may, I'll make a motion if there's nobody that wants to take anything up. But as you look at this consent calendar, it's really exciting with all the projects that are going on in the city of Show Low, and I'm really happy to award all of these contracts to our local contractors. So I move to approve the consent calendar as presented.
Got a motion, got a second by Councilman Adams. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Next item on the agenda under new business is consideration of resolution number R 2026-20, abandoning certain ingress egress easements on APN 210-03041 and accepting new roadway dedications on APN 210-03041 and 210-03034N and 210-03035B. Mr. Tergaskis.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Staff has been in discussions with the current owners of a portion of the Central Park Estates planned unit development regarding the existing alignment of the proposed Thornton Road extension west of Central Avenue. Property owner of APN 210-03041 has proposed abandoning the portion of the Thornton alignment that runs through his property and dedicating a new roadway alignment. The remaining portion of the ingress-egress easement south of the proposed alignment revision would remain unchanged at this time. Also included in this proposal is a conversion of a temporary turnaround easement shown on the final plat for Central Park Estates Unit 4, located on APN 210-03035B, to a permanent roadway. Realignment of this roadway is being proposed to better facilitate development of the remaining portions of Central Park Estates. Construction of this road will be the responsibility of the developer at the time of development. Staff has attached the related exhibits and legal descriptions as part of the proposed resolution. Staff recommends adopting resolution number R 2026-20, abandoning certain ingress-egress easements on APN 210-03041 and accepting new roadway dedications on APN 210-03041, 034N, and 035B. If I may, on the overhead that you have in front of you, this is an exhibit prepared by the engineer for the applicant. Essentially, what you're seeing on this is the proposed new alignment for the main road going through Central Park Estates. The existing alignment, we'll see if we've got one. The existing alignment comes from Thornton Road here on the south and heads up to the north through these two parcels here, and then kind of curves over to the west. The portion within the two parcels kind of going north, that portion is proposed to remain as is currently. It would be up to the property owners to come to the council at a later time if they wish to change that. The applicant is also proposing a new dedication here on the north side that would connect that existing ingress-egress to the new roadway, thereby allowing for access and traffic to come through these two parcels if necessary. The remaining portion of what is currently the Thornton Road alignment, which is over here kind of on the west side, that would be abandoned and the new alignment would be dedicated to the city. Also included in this, existing Central Park Estates, units 2, 3, and 4. There's a road that comes north, I think that's Pebble Beach, that parallels Central Avenue. The intent at the time that this was originally developed was that that roadway would continue to the north and access additional lots. At the time, they put a temporary turnaround on the plat, which is shown here. Temporary turnaround easement. Again, the intent was that this permanent road would continue north, and at that time, this temporary easement would go away. However, that road has not gone forward, not moved, not been installed, and so the proposal now is to turn that temporary turnaround into just a permanent turnaround. Again, if situations change in the future, we could come back to council for an abandonment and rededication. But at this point, the intent is that we address that temporary turnaround as part of this entire process. With that, staff as well as the applicant are available for questions.
Thank you, sir. I got one on just that area you were talking about, temporary turnaround. So it doesn't have to meet any kind of codes whatsoever, like a fire truck getting in and out of there or anything like that?
So with the temporary turnaround,
Or a permanent turnaround, now that you've dedicated it permanent instead of temporary, is there anything different?
yes. So temporary turnaround, it just needed to meet loading requirements and turning radiuses. With it becoming a permanent right-of-way, it will need to be improved to city street standards.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Or motions?
I just have one more question. When will that take place where the permanent turnaround is resolved?
So we'll have to get the dedication actually finalized, get the signatures from the owners, get that recorded with the county. And then actually the applicant, Mr. Nethercott, is here and he could explain, I think, probably what that timing is for that improvement on that turnaround.
I think she wants him up here to ask him that question. Thank you.
Hi,
Thank you for being here.
thank you, council. Privileged to be here. Specifically, the turnaround now is not on our property, so we're facilitating that with the neighbor. Right now, it's in gravel. It's used every day. You can see the UPS trucks and the fire trucks and the trash trucks. They're all using it. With this dedication, the property owner would dedicate more property 10 feet larger on either side. And so in the short term, it would probably remain in gravel, but useful. It'd be used just as it is today, but it'd be larger, and the dedication would be permanent. At the time that we would propose expanding that into building the road as it is proposed to be dedicated, then that would be included in those improvements to pave that portion of Pebble Beach and probably extend it into a cul-de-sac. So we'd be coming back to council with a cul-de-sac plan rather than just the dedication. But because we don't own that property, we're not able to do more than what that property owners agreed, which is to expand it to city standard.
Thank you.
That answer, any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Vice Mayor.
With that, I move to approve resolution number R 2026-20, abandoning certain ingress-egress easements on APN 210-03041 and accepting new roadway dedications on APN 210-03041, 210-03034N, and 210-03035B.
Got to try that with one eye. Phew. I got a motion, got a second by Councilman Adams. All those in favor? All those opposed, motion passed unanimously. Next item on the agenda is consideration of award of well 11 repair, City of Show project number 76026-106J02. Mr. Austin. Rick, if you don't mind, before you start, I just want you to know how much we appreciate your staff for what you guys done through the holidays to get our town looking really well. You guys did a fantastic job. It was amazing to watch, not only just that, but when it was time to clean up, they were right there. So please, on behalf of myself, thank them for everything that you guys did during the 4th. We appreciate that.
Ditto.
Now you can have it.
I know my name is on this agenda, but this is Jeremiah Johnson. He's my water supervisor. And he put this project together, and I'd like him to go completely from beginning to end on the project. So with this being said, I'd like him to read and be part of that.
Thank you for having me, Mayor and council members. Like Rick said, I'm Jeremiah with the City of Shola Water Department. And on April 28th, 2026, the city requested job order pricing for well 11 upgrades to include a Grundfos Model 475 S1250-13, stage 125 horsepower stainless steel pump end, a sine wave filter installed in wiring for submersible motor 460 volts, 200 amp rated 200 gallon well clean water solve biocides, labor to brush and swab per specifications, labor to install all pump equipment to normal operations, program and wire drive, transducers and sine wave filter per specifications, 620 feet of column pipe, 6-inch Flowmatic check valve, custom discharge head for submersible pump, Dyer Model 150 PSI down well transducer, wired and programmed, 650 feet of submersible pump cable, 630 feet of stainless airline, Grundfos 150 horsepower stainless steel motor, and labor for 120 feet of sand removal. 3 contractors under the job order contract were requested to submit job order pricing. 2 contractors submitted sealed quotes. Willis Drilling and Pump for $259,652.90. Weber Water Resources, $312,310.40. Staff recommends award of well 11 upgrades. City of Shola project number 760-26106, job order 2, to Willis Drilling and Pump in the amount of $259,652.90.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Councilman Adams.
I have a question, and I can make a motion if members. Where's this well at? Where's well 11 at?
This is over off of Whipple right before Sierra Pines on the right-hand side.
Is this just an upgrade, or is it down right now, or is it?
It's down right now with a mixture of upgrade. This well was from 2005 originally. We've used such equipment to maintain, and now it's time for it to get a upgrade and move on to, better power, all the good things.
Make a motion if no one else has any questions.
Anybody else have any questions? Go ahead, Councilman Adams.
I move to award the well 11 repair City of Shola project number 76026-106 J02 to Willis Drill and Pump in an amount not to exceed $259,652.90.
Got a motion, got a second by Councilman Whipple. All those in favor? All those opposed, motion passed unanimously. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We gonna leave him up here by himself now? You can do it, Rick.
I can do it, I'm pretty sure.
Next item on the agenda is consideration of award of a Booster 13 new control panel contract, City of Shola project number 76026-106J04, and authorization of associate budget transfers. Mr. Austin.
This fiscal year 2027 budget includes $80,000 to purchase a new control panel for Booster 13. On June 12, 2026, the city requested a job order pricing from 3 contractors under the job order contract for Booster 13. New control panel to include a Mitchell Controls custom 5-plex panel VFW booster panel for booster, Fortunately, there has been an 8% increase in the electrical panel costs and the increase in freight fees. Only one of the three contractors submitted a sealed quote, and that was Willis Drilling and Pump for $90,884.26. Staff recommends awarding the job order pricing contract for the purchase of installation of the Booster 13 new control panel to Willis Drilling and Pump, City of Show Low project number 760-26106, job order 4, in an amount not to exceed $90,884.26, and authorize the associated budget transfers.
Thank you, sir. Did you say at the beginning of that we had a budget for that?
Yes, we
Was
do.
there, what was the amount that you said?
We had 80,000 and it turned out to be 90 with tariffs.
And only one bid, too?
Yes, Weber couldn't do it, and we did not get a bid from the other contractor.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, motions? Councilman Whipple?
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
I move to award the Booster 13 new control panel, City of Show Low project number 760-26106, J04, to Willis Management Enterprises, Inc., DBA Willis Drilling and Pump under job order contract 760-26106, in an amount not to exceed $90,884.26, and authorize the associated budget transfers.
Got a motion. I'll go ahead and second it. All those in favor of the motion? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Next item on the agenda, consideration of award of, just stay there, Rick, we'll be. Consideration of award of contract for purpose of installation of WeGo swing for City Park, City of Show Low project number 445-27077, authorization of associated budget transfers. Mr. Austin Show.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. As part of accommodating the physical needs of all children, staff is recommending the purchase and installation of a WeGo swing to encourage children with disabilities to be more active by engaging in physical play. The WeGo swing will be installed at the City Park as part of the Ponderosa Field playground area. The city will utilize the Mojave contract number 24K-Exer-0222 for the purchase and installation of the swing. Staff recommends awarding the contract of purchase and installation of the WeGo swing to Exerplay Incorporated, City of Show Low project number 445-27077 for the city park in an amount not to exceed $82,400.32, and authorize the associated budget transfers.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments? Motions? Councilman Hatch?
Move to award the contract for the purchase of installation of the WeGo swing to Exerplay Inc., the Show Low project number 445-27077. City Park in the amount not to exceed $82,400.32. Authorize the associated budget transfer.
Got a motion? Need a second? Got a second by Vice Mayor Kakavas. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Next item on the agenda is consideration of authorization to purchase Vector 2100i combination sewer cleaning truck and authorize associate budget transfers. Mr. Austin.
The fiscal year of 2027 budget includes $650,000 to purchase a new Vector 2100i combination sewer cleaning truck for the water department. This truck will replace a 2009 truck with 6,417 hours and approximately 35,798 miles, which is starting to need several repairs, and it is nearing its end of service life. When quotes were received, the bid did not account for tariffs and price hike on materials. The new quote received came in at $7,633.90 over budget, requiring a transfer from the general improvements account. Staff recommends purchasing the Vector 2100i combination sewer cleaning truck for an amount not to exceed $657,633.90 from Norwood Equipment under the Sourcewell contract number 101221-VTR, and authorizing the associated budget transfers.
Thank Sir, I got a couple of questions. One is, how long is it going to take to get this truck? Is it something they got to start making?
The last one took us a little over a year to get.
Okay, so could there be more tariffs or more, once the contract's signed, that's it, right?
That's it.
The next question is, I know we probably put the old truck into an auction, or is that something, because it's a bigger piece of equipment, do we try to sell it outright to other towns?
So what we do is we put it in public surplus auction, our regular auction, and they put what they call a star on it, which will sell it internationally. So it can go anywhere.
And then we probably have a certain amount we want to get for it.
Absolutely.
Still will work to, okay, thank you.
Chassis that,
We will auction it off. Yeah.
Any other questions or comments or motions? Councilman Whipple?
Make a motion.
Nobody wants to.
I move to authorize the purchase of a Vector 2100i combination sewer cleaning truck from Norwood Equipment utilizing Sourcewell contract number 101221 VTR in an amount not to exceed $657,633.90 and authorize the associated budget transfers.
Got a motion? Got a second by Councilman Adams. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Take care.
That was a long night for you, wasn't it?
That's okay.
Appreciate it. Next item on the agenda is consideration of award of a construction contract for South Central Avenue Sidewalk, City of Show project number 500-27002. Mr. Reed. I talked faster than you can walk.
You did. Good evening, council and mayor. The city's 2027 fiscal year budget includes a capital improvement project labeled Central Avenue Sidewalk with a construction budget of $160,000. The scope of work includes the furnishing of all labor, materials, and incidentals as may be required to construct approximately 1,100 linear feet of 5-foot wide sidewalk, curb and gutters, scuppers, culverts, and related drainage appurtenances. The project was designed by city engineering staff with an engineer's estimate of $164,800. The project was advertised for bids per statutory requirements. 5 bids were received and 4 bids met all qualifications. Staff recommends awarding the construction contract for the South Central Avenue Sidewalk, City of Sholo, project number 5002-7002 to Western Grade LLC in an amount not to exceed $191,607.82 and authorizing the associated budget transfers. With that, staff is here to answer any questions you might have.
Councilman Adams?
When will this project get started?
Should be starting right away. We opened bids last month. We were waiting on the council meeting. So it should be starting probably in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, real quick. The only thing that I seen with that, you know, when you see ADOT doing the project on 260 going toward Pine Top, moved it off the road, and I kind of like that. And I have a feeling that this sidewalk's going to be pretty busy, and I was just wondering why we didn't kind of move it up off the road or put it up a little higher, because it's right on, and that's a very busy street. And I expect it to get busier with the RV park that's up there, a lot of walking traffic. I was just curious myself why we just didn't move it off like we've done on other projects. I don't know. I just wish there was a way we could have moved it up off the road a little bit more. Something I should have brought up earlier, but that was all.
I don't have a ton of history on this project, but I believe the right-of-way is pretty limited through that area, if I remember correctly, Shane.
It's getting close along that one wall for Timberland, that
Right
there. So yeah, and
Everybody
we just
throws their trash over
yeah.
that area. Yeah.
And the Spearfish was on the hook to do their portion of the sidewalk. They'll eventually have to take that sidewalk all the way down to McNeil. And so this was just, now that we saw that there was a missing gap there, we just wanted to fill that sidewalk in the interim, so we got sidewalks on both sides.
Sure. Yeah, and I get it. Vice Mayor?
Shane, if
I remember correctly, under the CIP, we traded this project for the 16th Avenue project, the North 16th Avenue project, a few years ago. So this is now coming up. And
This-
so,
Correct. This one has been designed and it's been kind of sitting there ready to go. So as soon as it was put into this year's budget, it was one of the first projects that we bid and advertised. Correct.
perfect. Thank you.
Oh, that's a good memory.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I can make a motion. There's no,
Councilman Adams, go ahead.
I move to award the construction contract for the South Central Avenue Sidewalk, City of Shoalo, project number 50027-002 to Western Grade LLC for the amount not to exceed $191,607.82, and authorize associated budget transfers.
Got a motion, got a second by Vice Mayor. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Let's see, next item on the agenda is consideration of acceptance of new Nicholas Homestead Parking, City of Shoalo project number 4452608, and approve of scope revision. Mr. Reed.
The 2026 fiscal year budget included a capital improvement project labeled Nicholas Park Parking, City Water Building, with a construction budget of $400,000. The scope of work included furnishing all labor, materials, and incidental work required to construct approximately 70 new parking spaces, curbs and gutters, parking lot lighting, and related drainage improvements at Nicholas Park. At the March 24th, 2026 City Council meeting, a construction contract was awarded to Macaulay Construction and Trucking LLC for an amount not to exceed $297,018.50 after public solicitation of bids from qualified contractors. Completion of the project also required a scope revision at an additional cost of $52,481 for the replacement of 360 linear feet of unknown degraded 15-inch diameter irrigation mains discovered during construction. Shoalo Irrigation will be contributing $11,072.58 for the irrigation pipe replacement costs. Staff recommends accepting construction of the new Nicholas Homestead Parking, City of Shoalo project number 4452608, approving the scope revision of $52,481, resulting in a final project cost of $355,079.50, releasing the retainage and initiating the 2-year warranty period.
Sir, any questions or comments? I got a quick comment. We had a state BMX qualifier here this weekend, and let me tell you, they wore that parking lot out. It was unbelievable how packed it was over there, and they're looking for bigger and more races, so we're going to have to look for more parking for that park. But they all just praised us for having more parking there for the qualifier this past weekend. So, Vice Mayor?
I move to accept construction of the new Nicholas Homestead Parking, City of Shoalo project number 4452608, and approve the scope revision of $52,481 and a final project cost of $355,079.50, and release the retainage and initiate the 2-year warranty period. This project's sorely needed.
Got a motion, I'll second it. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Next item on the agenda is consideration of award of a construction contract for Timothy McKay Memorial Park Landscaping, City of Shoalo project number 455261117C. Mr. Hempsaw.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. In 2022, the City's Council adopted resolution R2022-23, naming the city-owned property APN 210-18015B as Timothy McKay Memorial Park. The park's design was completed with the direction from City Council and input from the Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee. In March of 2024,
2024, the city submitted an application with Arizona State Parks for a Land Water Conservation Fund grant to develop the park. The city was adopted an additional resolution in May of 2024, and the notice of award for the grant for a 50% match was issued on September 3rd, 2025. The total estimate of the cost of the project was a little over $1.7 million. For ease of bidding and construction, the project has been broken down in phases. The first phase involved the remodel of the existing structure on site to provide ADA accessible public restrooms. That has been completed. Work for the second phase is ongoing, includes the construction of the new asphalt parking lot and ADA compliant walking paths. Majority of the walking paths are complete. Parking is supposed to get paved this week. However, due to the moisture we've had, I think we'll see that happen in the next week or two when we can get to it, and that'll be the conclusion of the second phase. This third phase involves installation of about 2.5 acres of grass sod with irrigation, 13 shade trees, 13 decorative trees, and decorative rock. This portion of the project was designed by city staff with an engineer's estimate of $325,000. Project was publicly bid, and the following bids were received. Tim's Landscaping LLC at $306,269.27. Titan Contracting LLC, $354,961.00. It's Magic Incorporated at $382,389.00. And Val West Construction, $842,293.41. Staff recommends awarding construction contract Timothy McKay Memorial Park Landscaping, City of Show Low project number 45526-117C to Tim's Landscaping Creation, or Tim's Landscape Creations in the amount not to exceed that $306,269.27. I believe there's a kind of an exhibit of the area that we'll be putting grass and trees in attached. I'm here for any questions.
Apparently, the last company didn't want to bid the job, huh?
He must be busy.
Must be real busy. Here, Councilman Adams.
I'm just super excited to see this project going forward. It's been a long time, and I know staff's worked really hard on this. Just super excited. I had a chance to walk down there and take a look at that, and it's really cool to see what's happening. So,
Yeah.
Vice Mayor?
Where are we at on the overall budget for the project?
We're trending pretty close to where we estimated. We still have to do another additional path in the restroom up at the top on that property on the Deuce Clubs. That'll be the additional phases you'll see bid out. This actually landed pretty close to our estimate. The landscape portion did, and the paths and trails are pretty close too. So we have more work to do. I know things are escalating costs occasionally, but for the first three phases, we're doing well with the budget.
Speaking of that, I noticed that building's vacant. Is that for sale? Do we know what we're doing with that building?
That building will be removed.
It's trying to sell, never mind.
No, yeah, the building's gonna
So
be
it's
removed.
falling into the path right now?
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of it. We're extend some parking, and that's where we'd like to put a public restroom.
Right.
At the top of the hill, and then we have to get a path down to the bottom still.
Probably help out for the parade season too. Can't wait to see how many people were here. Okay, Vice Mayor, did you have another question?
No, but I'd like to make a motion.
Absolutely.
This is an exciting project to me, but I move to award the Timothy McKay Memorial Landscaping City of Show Low project number 45526-117C to Tim's Landscape Creations in an amount not to exceed $306,269.27.
Got a motion by the Vice Mayor, second by Councilman Adams. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously. It is pretty cool to see it every day we drive by there. Next item on the agenda is consideration of resolution number R 2026-19, approving intergovernmental agreement between Navajo County, City of Show Low, and Show Low Unified School District for school resource officer service at Linden Elementary. Mr. Westover, hang on 1 minute.
I'm going to declare for conflict, Mayor.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Mr. Westover.
Thank you, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council, and staff. The City of Show Low and the Show Low Unified School District have maintained a strong partnership focused on enhancing the safety and security of students, staff, and the community by assigning school resource officers to district schools. This collaborative effort has successfully placed school resource officers in 4 Show Low Unified School District schools, providing a visible law enforcement presence, fostering positive relationships with students and staff, and strengthening emergency preparedness. Show Low Unified School District has requested assistance in assigning a school resource officer to Linden Elementary School. While Linden Elementary is part of the Show Low Unified School District, is located outside the Show Low city limits and falls within the jurisdiction of the Navajo County Sheriff's Office. Due to ongoing staffing challenges, the Sheriff's Office has been unable to provide a deputy to fill the position. In coordination with the Navajo County Sheriff's Office and the Show Low Unified School District, the Show Low Police Department has agreed to provide a school resource officer at Linden Elementary. The school district has secured grant funding to fully fund the position for the first year, allowing the city to expand this important public safety partnership without requiring additional city funding during the initial grant period. It is anticipated that the grant funding will be renewed for an additional 2 years, consistent with the grant cycle, supporting another school resource officer position within the Show Low Unified School District. As part of this collaborative partnership, the Navajo County Sheriff's Office has agreed to provide the patrol vehicle assigned to the position, including all necessary equipment, upfitting, and co-branded decals, representing both the Show Low Police Department and the Navajo County Sheriff's Office. Staff recommends adopting resolution number R 2026-19, approving an intergovernmental agreement between Navajo County, the City of Show Low, and the Show Low Unified School District for school resource officer services at Linden Elementary School.
Thank you, sir. You got a question? Have we ever had an officer out there?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, I was trying to think before either. Oh, Vice Mayor.
I'm just wondering, do we currently have a person that will fill this position, and how will that impact our staffing?
Yes, due to the grant funding, that will allow us an additional position that's funded through the grant, and we do have staffing available to fill that position.
Other questions, comments, motions? Councilman Hatch.
I move to adopt resolution number 2009, approving an intergovernmental agreement between Navajo County, the City of Show Low, and the Show Low Unified School District for school resource officer services at Linden Elementary School.
Got a motion? Got a second by Councilman Adams. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Thank you. Welcome back. Next item on the agenda is consideration of resolution number R 2026-18, establishing streetlight improvement district secondary property tax levy for fiscal year 2027 at $300,000. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor and Council. On June 16, 2026, the City Council held a public hearing on the fiscal year 2027 final budget and the secondary property tax levy contained in this action. Property taxes collected within the streetlight improvement district are utilized to pay utility costs of the street and park lights within the district. Based on current assessed valuations, the proposed tax rate will remain unchanged at 0.1401 per $100 of assessed valuation and will generate a levy of approximately $300,000. At this rate, a home with an assessed value of $300,000 will pay approximately $35.72 annually. Staff recommends adopting resolution number R 2026-18, establishing the streetlight improvement district rate secondary property tax levy for fiscal year 2027 at $300,000. I'm available for any questions.
Any questions or comments? Vice Mayor.
I have a comment. I appreciate you putting in the valuation of 300,000 because we previously put in 100,000, and I don't think we have very many homes in the city limits that are.
We don't.
Any other questions, comments, or motions? Vice Mayor.
I move to adopt resolution number R2026-18, establishing the Streetlight Improvement District secondary property tax levy for fiscal year 2027 at $300,000.
Got a motion, got a second by Councilman Whipple. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Thank you, sir. Did I throw you off? Looked right at you, said a different name.
I know.
Next item on the agenda is summary current events. City council members? Gentry, you got anything?
It's a great day in Show Low. I just want to make a note, personally, of what I see. I'm new to the council, as we know that, in walking through tonight's agenda and seeing, the effort that's gone forward to make our city, town better. Parking, infrastructure, sidewalks, plumbing, parking lots, parks. If somebody was to tabulate how much we spent tonight, technically, okay, and look at how that benefits this community, it should be a large round of applause for those who have preceded me, those who are currently here, and those who are striving daily to make this a better place, to make this really one of the main reasons why I'm here, to make it the place, right? That's why I live here. That's why I love it here. And you just drive around town and you look and you see it we're headed in the right direction. And I just want to make that comment.
Thank you. Councilman Adams?
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the 4th of July and all the staff and the hard work. I'm so thankful for all that they did and how well they did it and how well they cleaned up and all the organization and all the hard work they did. I'm just really proud of our staff and all the things they did. That was a great 4th of July, wonderful. Had a lot of people here and it went off real well. And I'm really grateful for our staff.
Thank you. Vice Mayor?
I just want to ditto both Councilman Hatch and Councilman Adams' comments, but also add that I appreciate all the businesses and those participants, the families and everybody that went to the effort to put in a really nice appearance during the parade and their floats. It was a really nice parade, and it was wonderful visiting with people on the street and their comments about our community and how wonderful our community is and how much they enjoy our festivities. And we have a lot to be proud of. And so I thank all of them for that. And I wish everybody on the ballot today the best of luck. And thank you for all you do.
Anybody else? Just a quick comment. I had some friends here for the 4th, and this is like the second or third time he's came up, and they bring their whole family, and they're the same way. He goes, "This is small town America right here," because they couldn't believe. I can't wait to hear the numbers yet. I hope we find some numbers for the parade. I'm real curious to see how much more thousands there were here this year than last year.
Yeah, I think that was in their memo, Mayor, a couple of weeks ago, but it was 15,600, if I got that right.
So we only went up maybe 1,000?
2,600.
2,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
But remember, this is counting phones, and so there's probably a lot more people than that because kids and some adults don't always carry their phone with
Really?
them.
Anyway, it was a great weekend. I know we haven't been up here in a while. It seems like we haven't seen each other in over a month. So nice to be back. Thank you guys for attending tonight. We appreciate it. It's one of our longer meetings, almost an hour. So that being said, we'll turn it over to the city manager.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. As indicated, today is the primary election. We have 4 individuals running for 3 Show Low City Council seats. We will receive the preliminary unofficial results from Navajo County later this evening or early tomorrow morning, and then the results will be posted on the Navajo County's website at navajocountyaz.gov. Final results won't be available for several more days, but we will post updated results when we receive them. Just a reminder, we have the Show Low Main Streets Farmers Market that's ongoing every Saturday from 9 to 1. The Show Low Library parking lot. Public Works project, as mentioned tonight, we continue work on Timothy McKay Memorial Park. The final paving, as Shane indicated, would resume once the weather allows. Downtown restroom has been completed and will be open to the public this week. And the 2026 slurry seal project is wrapping up this Saturday, weather permitting. Final striping is scheduled to be completed early next week, and you'll see a lot of our parking lots have been paved and painted, and it's looking nice. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Anybody need seconds? How about scheduling meetings?
Yes, so Mayor, we had indicated at previous meetings that we would only have one meeting in August, on August 11th, due to the Arizona League of Cities and Towns Conference that's coming up. However, we found out today that we're supposed to canvass the results of the election within 20 days. That unfortunately falls one day outside of that window. So we're proposing that if it's okay with the council, that on August 4th, which would have been our regular meeting, we have a short meeting at around 5 p.m. that evening just to canvass the results of the election. So just checking with you guys to see if that's still okay to meet on August 4th at about 5 o'clock. Anybody have an issue with that?
Works for me.
Works for me. 5 o'clock, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll still have our meeting on the 11th.
That it?
Oh, and if on the 11th, if it's okay, we're probably going to have a study session that evening at 6, starting at 6.
Good.
Okay, that's it.
All righty. No more business before this council. I'll adjourn this meeting. Thank you, guys.